Hey, what's up? Let's start the live stream. Today is going to be exciting, so I just do an announcement in the school community and then we are going to start. Hopefully the sound quality is good. So let me just grab the URL and then make the post inside school. And then we are going to start. So we are live. Join here. And we'll put a red circle. Let's do a red apple. And join here to learn about the latest GHL integrations and updates. Let's just change the URL because on school you have to put and views to actually register the views from the platform. And let's post. And while we are waiting for the members, so today we are going to have some new integrations for GoHighLevel, the Manus AI, and then Monday, and then everything else. So today is going to be a bit different format. I prepared a full presentation, so hopefully you like it better than me just scrolling to a doc, a sheet, or just random text. So this is going to be better. Let me know how you like it. If you have any questions, drop them in the live chat on YouTube. I'm going to do the Q&As after the presentation, and this call is going to be around 30 minutes long. So, quick updates from the school community. Still free. It's gonna be free forever. Now 850 members. I have some members pending, so we are growing like crazy. I did introduce some plans to the community. I believe it's here. And I just raised the price from $9 per month to $17 per month. This is where you get one free consultation, which alone is like $100. You get access to the private course, advanced courses, and I'm gonna raise the price around April again because I'm getting more and more members in, and everyone's telling me you should charge more. So thank you, I'll charge more. And yeah, we also have the consultations. I had some new consultations starting recently. So yeah, everything's looking great. And all right, let's start with the presentation. Oh, I'm actually looking to rework the school community. I might rework it for actually growing your school community with ads because I've grown my school community, it's going well, and people are interested in growing their own school community. So I made a poll yesterday. 13 members voted, and then most of the members actually have a group and they need more traffic or they are planning to launch. So yeah, it seems like this is the way to go. So just a quick update on that. And now let's do the presentation. So I'm just looking at all the screens I have. Let's do the presentation. And okay, does it work? Yes. All right, so in this call, we are going to go over the high-level integrations that are new for GoHighLevel in 2026 February. So you already know GoHighLevel. This is the best all-in-one marketing platform. I use it for email marketing, automations, lead follow-up, lead nurturing, building funnels and websites. So let's go over the main updates this week. Setting my camera. We have 5 main updates. 2 of them, actually 3 of them are going to be integrations. So we have the Manus AI, Monday.com, and the Google Forms. And then we also have improved calendar and some changes to prospecting on GoHighLevel. So let's jump right into it. The first one is going to be the Manus AI. This is the biggest update. I think this got the most hype on GoHighLevel in the past couple of weeks. Manus AI, now you know I'm all about meta-ads, so this can be connected by two meta-ads. Manus was purchased by Meta. It was a huge investment. It was all over the news maybe three months ago, around end of 2025. And now you can connect Manus AI to your meta-ads account. I tested it already. It's like having a really junior media buyer. It's going to help you with analyzing your data, but for campaign setups, it's not the best. You have to be really specific and granular. So for now, we are just going to discuss use cases for high level. And yeah, some of the common use cases are here on the top right corner. For example, proposal generation and a ClickUp review task, or website scraping information, and then based on that, sending personalized prospecting. And the one I highlighted here on the screen is the lead research and Google Contacts enrichment. So you can auto research inbound leads before reaching out for sales outreach, and then the trigger is going to be a submitted form to an inbound lead form. So here are all the seven workflow steps that you need to set up. You are going to create a task in Manus, you have the prompt, you are going to store the task ID and add a wait step, and then get the task on Manus, create an internal note for high level, and then you are going to update the contact. And based on that note, you are going to send an internal notification to your sales guy in your high level. So when they are reaching out, they can just take a look at the notes. They already know what they need to prepare, who they are reaching out. They already have some context before reaching out. So CRM and Google Contacts are both can be enriched. So that's one use case out of the multiple ones. And here's how it looks like. So for example, on the right side, you can see some of the steps and the triggers Manus has. So for example, as the trigger, you can have new task created or task stopped. And then with these triggers, you can connect it with other steps inside high level. So yeah, you can continue creating, updating, continuing, or deleting tasks or from high level by connecting the two tools with this integration. And then here are the actions you can do with high level and Manus. So once you add a trigger, you see the actions on the right side. You have get task, create task, update, delete, fetch, or continue with the prompt. So here are on the left side all the details on what everything means. So of course the delete task is going to remove a task, retrieve a list of tasks for the fetch tasks. So here's an explanation on what everything does. Now you need to connect, so there are multiple ways to do it. You can connect integrations from the workflow builder or the integrations page. I usually just use the integrations page. So on the right side, you see a preview, integrations. Actually, here are all the three integrations we are going to discuss today: the Monday, the Manus AI, and then the Google Forms. I highlighted the Manus AI with red, and then you just need to go to settings, integrations, select Manus, and then you can connect using your API key. And then from the workflow builder, you can also connect by going to automations, workflows, and then you add a Manus trigger or action, and then you'll have the option in a pop-up tab to click connect now, and then same, you need the API key to connect Manus to your high level. Here's a couple FAQ on what you need to know or some questions you might have about Manus AI. So you can review the full output of the Manus task in the Manus dashboard. High level returns the task ID, so you need to get the task ID from high level. And then here are some options when a task might fail. So common reasons can be invalid task ID, disconnected integration, API authorization failed. So you need to go to automation workflows and then execution logs to see what the problem was. These count as premium actions, so they follow the pricing for high levels premium workflow. So if you are using it for yourself, it's important. And then if you are reselling it for clients, then you can also charge them with the premium workflow. There are no additional AI credits with high level. So all AI usage is billed directly by Manus and the standard automation rates in high level. So you don't get any credits by connecting it to high level. That's important to know before you start. And then here's what I mentioned earlier, the news from end of 2025 when Meta purchased Manus. So now Maybe in the future they are going to improve the integrations between Meta ads and Manus so it can take over your campaign. But for now, if you are a media buyer, you don't need to be afraid that you will lose your job. So next we have another integration, which is going to be Monday.com. This is a project management tool. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. I use Asana, for example. If you know Asana, it's pretty much the same. It's to manage your team's work and then to oversee your projects, basically. So now high-level workflows support the workflow actions and triggers with Monday.com. So you can automate project management, um, onboarding, internal operations without having an external automation platform. For example, Zapier or Make. Now you can just integrate it straight to HighLevel and then combine, for example, whenever you close a task, you send a notification to your customer in email or on Slack so they know that the logo design was finished, for example. On the right side, you see some actions with Monday.com that you can use. For example, creating new items, updating items, creating board, deleting a board, creating a new sub item. So if we go to the next step, you see uh, this is also a premium action. So whenever you create an item, it's going to have additional charge free. So premium workflow. And then you can also test the actions with Monday.com to make sure everything's working. For example, on the two images on the left side, you are going to see that the action was executed. You see the exact board name that was used, as well as the group name. So you can share it, all of it, with your team using custom values, for example. And then whenever you are creating a new item on the right side, you'll see you can name the action. And then the board ID is going to be connected to Monday.com, as well as the group ID and the item name. So this is where you can just click and select your group or your board. Some use cases with Monday.com is automating your client onboarding, which is an important step of the client journey, the customer experience. So now you can automatically sync new onboarding items from Monday.com into the high-level CRM, notify your account managers, and then update item status once the CRM actions are completed. So all of that can be connected with HighLevel and Monday. Here's the other use case that I mentioned is whenever the project status changes, you can use it for client communications. So for example, you can send emails, Slack notifications, or notes when on Monday's item status changes. For example, a project is marked complete. But you can also sync internal tasks across tools. You see, for example, ClickUp or other tools by maintaining the cross-system visibility between the platforms. So those are just a couple use cases with Monday.com. And then again, connect, you'll have to go over the settings. If you are in your high level, go to the bottom left corner, connect Monday.com, and then search for integrations. And you'll see on the right side on the image, I highlighted it with the red. You can just connect Monday.com. If you are in the workflows, you need to search for Monday.com either as a trigger or an action. And if the account is already connected, it's going to the fields are going to appear automatically. If not, you can, same as before with the Manus AI, just click connect now, use the API key, and then connect Monday.com. The next integration we have is going to be the Google Forms. So Google Forms enables seamless automation between Google Forms and high-level workflows. So if you have maybe a questionnaire or you qualify your clients by filling out a Google form, now the data can be pulled inside high-level. So it allows you to trigger workflows when a new form response is submitted. And this is ideal if you are doing client onboarding, capturing leads, or feedback, survey, and NPS collection. So if we go to the next step, we'll see why it's important. Because without native support, you couldn't connect Google Forms straight into high level. You relied on third-party tools, on manual CSV imports, which is a pain, importing the CSVs all the time. So now with the integrations, you can instantly trigger the workflows whenever you get a new form submission, match the form responses directly to your CRM fields, and reduce dependency on third-party tools. So to get started, same story, you need to connect Google Forms to your HighLevel, need to go to settings, and then search for integrations. Again, on the image, I highlighted it with red, so you can connect Google Forms, and you just need to connect your Google account basically. Just click connect now, and you need to authorize access, and then you can set up your triggers or actions, and then same stuff, you can also set it up from the automations tab under workflows if you don't want to do it from the integrations tab. Now Google Forms triggers work like this. So on the right side you see we have some actions that you can choose. This is also a premium action, which is important for the pricing. And on the right image you'll see you can actually select the form, select the date from when you want to start pulling the data, and then you can also set a limit for the maximum number of responses. So to set it up, you just need to select a response trigger, choose the Google form, test trigger to fetch a response sample, and then you can just use the response fields as workflow actions. So for example, name, email, phone numbers, or some specific answers. Some common use cases are a feedback form for follow-ups, conditional automations using past responses from previous leads, or you can use it to capture leads and then synchronize with your CRM. That's the one I highlighted on the right side on the image. So it's basically going to automatically create and follow up new leads. And the setup is super simple. You just need a new response trigger, and the actions are going to either create or update contact in the HighLevel CRM, send a thank you SMS or email, and then send an internal notification to your sales rep. And now all the form submission becomes a CRM contact in your HighLevel with automated follow-ups, so they also get a thank you email or a message, which is important. Next, the next update we have, this is the fourth one today. We have improved calendar setting experience, which is not huge, but it's important. So now the calendar settings is redesigned for a better customer experience and a nicer layout. The configuration is clearer, more structured, and easier to navigate. For example, it became more wide, so you actually get a full screen for your settings, for your options. And here are some images on how it looks like. So you have structure, settings, layout, a helper text, which is going to help you with all the setups, and as I mentioned, the wider layout. So here's a screenshot. You have the basic details, your staff, availability, the booking roles, and then under advanced settings, you have the form and confirmation that you are going to use, the payments if you are accepting payments with your calendar, notification and policies, booking channels, and then also how the widget is going to look like. So this is just a small update to improve user experience and the layout inside HighLevel. And then the last change we had this week, the last important change, I would say, because we have multiple ones, of course, but this is going to be with the prospecting. So if you are doing outreach or you are constantly looking for new clients, now you can select prospects directly to your pipeline. So you can set up a new pipeline inside your sub account for prospecting or cold leads. And whenever you add a prospect, you see on the image, you'll have the option to add it to a pipeline, and then you can select a pipeline and the stage of your lead, and then it's automatically going to send the prospects into your CRM, and then this allows you to manage your sales pipeline directly from prospecting. You can set up new automations. For example, whenever you have a new cold lead in your pipeline, you can start sending automations, email, add them to a form, or try to get them to book a call. So this is a nice update. And then it's important that you can use prospecting inside the sub accounts for this. So how it works is you need to switch into your sub account, go to marketing, and then go to prospecting search, and then select your prospect. You can click add, and then as I showed you on the image before, you can enable add to a pipeline, select your pipeline and stage, and then generate report. So again, here's the image on the right side. And then you can also track the opportunity source with the prospecting. Again, on the image on the right side, you see at the bottom that this was created by the prospecting tool. You can add tags as well. So new prospect received, and under opportunity source, it's going to say prospecting. So whenever you convert leads, you see what percentage you get from Facebook ads, what percentage you get from organic search, and then what percentage you get from prospecting. So it's important to keep track of your CRM, where your customers are coming from, because the more data we have, the better decisions we can make. So that's all for this week. I added a QR code. If you are watching the live stream or if you are watching the video, you can just scan this QR code, and it's basically going to take you to my free community where you are going to find more strategies and updates like this. And if you want to try GoHighLevel, I also have a 30-day free trial. I have a link in the description, and you get access to all of my bonuses. You get a free VIP group membership. You get an onboarding code to set up your account. You get high-level guides, tutorials, meta courses, weekly coaching calls. I also have over 50 funnel templates that you can use. These are all custom and not the templates from HighLevel. So if this sounds interesting to you, get your 30-day free trial, use the link in the description, or go to my website wupscale.com/GoHighLevel, sign up, and I'll see you in my group. And that's all for today. So I'll just show you how the landing page looks for HighLevel. And I'll also show you inside my free school community. So if you enter the URL wupscale/free, it's going to take you inside my group. You see all the community members, all the posts. We have quite a few posts and great engagement, 850 members. And then inside the classroom, there's tons of stuff. I actually think it's maybe too much. So there are a basic, high level, and meta ads course. At level 4 or with premium, you get the free consultation and the weekly live calls. And then you can also unlock your bonuses with the funnel templates, advanced meta ads sections, ad creatives, setting up high level, expert course, consultations. So there are lots of stuff available, as well as in the calendar. You see I host multiple Q&As per week, and then these Q&As are only for the premium members, so not everyone can join. This is just to keep the quality high and the discussion meaningful. And then if you go to my free trial, this is the 30-day high-level bonus. You see all of my bonuses here. So you see the 50 funnel templates, some screenshots, you see the onboarding call, the Q&As, the high-level tutorials. So to get this, you just need to fill out this form or go straight to my URL, and then you'll get access to the 30-day free trial. This is going to take you to the high-level bootcamp. And with this bootcamp, you also get support from high-level's team. So it's going to be weekly check-in calls. They are going to help you launch high-level together. And you also have 30 days to make it work and get your first client. So here's everything that's covered inside the bootcamp. Some quick wins, for example, setting up text marketing, missed call, text back, live calls with a high-level team. And then here's all the bonuses that you are going to get. So you can get started, enter your information, fill out the form, and you'll get your 30 days free trial and access to all of my bonuses and the VIP community. So that's all for this week and for today. It was just a quick call with the latest high-level updates. If you have any questions, drop them in the live chat on YouTube. Otherwise, I'm going to end the call, and I'll see you next week. I have some really interesting videos lined up. Next Monday, I have a 50-minute guide dropping on how you can set up a high-level sub-account, which is going to help you if you are looking to start with high-level, get your 30-day free trial. Then that 50-minute guide is going to be for you. So it's coming on Monday. And then again, next week around Thursday, I have the same live call going over more updates. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.